For staying by our strong Singleton, if it wasn't for you, there would be no Jordan Peele, no Boots Riley, no Clark, none of those names. You and Spike Lee have often made the cinema of the urban side of things quite standoutish and also quite successful in its own terms. One of my favourite films from you is Higher Learning, in case you hear this, wherever you might be, heaven, hell, or wherever it might be. I just want to say that your film Higher Learning definitely opened my horizons a little bit. It was a tough film, needless to say, because of its depictions of racism and whatnot, but it made its point across quite clearly. Now, in order to fight against the odds, you have to stand back from the distance and not become yourself radicalized. I think for a lot of young people of any age, of any religion or ethnic group, I think the themes that are present in Higher Learning may inspire very many people. That is my favourite film from him, more so than Boys in the Hood and Too Fast, Too Furious. And for that, I wish him, the best of intentions, even if he's no longer on this planet anymore. As of this year so far, we have lost a great person, Keith Flint of The Prodigy, who was one of my favourite musicians and sort of shouty vocalists when I was growing up. I wasn't old enough to see Singleton's films because they were 15s at the time. I was, a fairly young lad in the 1990s, but whatever works I did see later on definitely were quite influential in its own right. Even though, I have some personal favourites myself, I do think Singleton is a great voice for young men from the urban side, quite a great deal in the way that Spike Lee was. And so for that matter, I probably might be watching one or two of his films and remember him quite fondly, and peace. This is Skinny Ebert signing off.